Hello.
Wilbur, what can I do for you?
I have to learn a magic spell really quickly, and I thought maybe you could help.
What kind of spell?
Well, for my final exam, I have to cast a spell for Master Marcus. He says it takes months to learn, and I don't have that much time.
I don't think that should be a problem. I know lots of magic tricks.
Tricks?
For example, I know a trick that is largely unfamiliar to the experts, which uses a top hat and a rabbit. Your Master Marcus will be utterly dumbfounded by it. All I need is a rabbit and a top hat.
Wow! And you could teach me the spell today?
Indubitably. It'll only take 5 minutes.
Right! I'll get the rabbit and the hat. This is my lucky day. Almost too good to be true. But if something is too good to be true, it's sure to be true all the same, I always say. That carrot can't even fit into Bertram's cage anymore. Maybe he really does eat a tad too much. I think this is doing him a favour. Recipe book, theory of magic defense, advanced rune translation. Here it is, potions and elixirs. It's a folder with lots of loose sheets. Most are handwritten recipes, but some are also cut from magazines. This doesn't look too bad. The Power of Elixir, step-by-step instructions for beginners. Power Elixirs grant superhuman strength and increased confidence. That's the one for me. Here's the list of ingredients and a step-by-step guide on how to mix the potion. I'd better see about getting the ingredients first. Some of the containers have little labels, while some don't. Hopefully I'll be able to find most of the ingredients I need here. Otherwise I'll have to look elsewhere. I'm only brewing one potion, so I'll take just one vial. A wooden press. It can be used to press fruits and such to get juice or extracts. Peppermint. Hey, I need that for my potion. Could be fresher. It'll have to do. There's no label on this box. It's full of fat white grubs. They must be asthmatic trans fat maggots. I'll take them with me. That's disgusting sewer slime, and to top it off, it's mouldy too. Hopefully I'll never be forced to touch it. How else? I found the pattern and the wand. Thank you very much.
My pleasure, Wilbur. Let me know if you need anything else.
Could you rats look for something in the sewers for me?
Sure. What do you need?
One of my tests for my final exam requires me to brew a potion.
Say no more. You're missing some ingredients?
You got it.
These ingredients for potions really are ridiculous. I always wonder, how did someone come up with the idea of mixing dragon snot with the hair from the backside of a raccoon in a potion? Really? How? What do you need then?
Here, see for yourself.
I'm afraid I can't help you with most of that. But this here, stag beetle antlers. Uncle Juan has some of those hanging on his wall. I'll ask him if he will give us a couple.
Could you get me those 2 ingredients? That would really be a huge help.
Not a problem for the King of Thieves. I'll hang the flag in front of the entrance again as soon as we have anything.
I need a powerful magical artifact. Can you get me something like that?
Unfortunately, that is beyond our capabilities. Such artifacts are very, very rare, and as far as I know, and I would know, there are no more in this town. Apart from the Archmage's artifacts, of course.
Could you help me learn a spell for my final exam?
I'm afraid that none of us is a mage.
Then I'll have to think of something else. There's a plant growing on that tree. Hey, those are red devil's armpits. I wonder what kind of animal that was. And more importantly, are there any still alive around here? We'll see. Really rotten. Aha! Bone worms have been at work here. They go through bone like a woodworm through a tree. Now I have the worms for my potion. Shimmering blue mushrooms with green speckles. Those could be the ghost mushrooms I need for my potion. I think I can pull out a few threads. Yep, that's a nice thin rope. Whoa, a human skeleton. Maybe the poor soul was part of the ship's crew. I can't see anything all that interesting. The skeleton looks kind of old and smells a little, but otherwise...
I don't smell.
You almost scared me to death.
I don't doubt it, sadly.
Who are you?
I'm Death.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Death. My name's Wilbur Weathervin.
Not Mr. Death. I am Death.
You're famous. Why are you so down?
Bah, what is death in this world? Nothing. This is a damn point-and-click adventure. No one dies. In any other reasonable role-playing game, you have to kill 100 rats to reach the second level. Now that's a real game.
And is it a bad thing if nobody can die?
It is for me. I'm unemployed. I'm not qualified to do anything else. It was my life.
Do you know the ghost mirror in the mage school?
Certainly. It used to belong to old Balthazar.
Master Marcus says it leads to the land of the dead.
Yes, it does. But only ghosts can walk through the mirror.
Isn't there some other way?
Why should there be? It's a ghost mirror. No living being would be interested in walking through the mirror, believe me.
You know, I've noticed it's nighttime here in the swamp, but it's daytime in the town. Why is that?
I don't know. Probably magic.
Ah. Isn't death not the end, but just the beginning of something new?
I'm sorry. Are you trying to be intellectual?
Come on, it is one of life's fundamental questions.
I've never been interested in what comes after me. I just look ahead. You should, too.
But you're death. Who's to stop you from killing people?
It's not that simple. I'm in middle management. I don't make any decisions. I just carry them out.
Which means...
It's the boss who decides when someone's time is up, not me. It's all written down in that book there, the Book of the Dead. Name and time of death of everything living in this world. But as you can see, there's nothing written in it. No murder, no accident, no suicide. No one has ever died here, and no one ever will die here. What am I doing here?
Could you turn me into a ghost?
Ghosts are dead people who still have something they need to sort out in this world. You're still alive, and no one is allowed to die in this game. Do you see the problem?
Yes, of course, but there has to be a way.
My hands are tied. As long as your name isn't in the book, I'm not allowed to kill you. As much as I'd like to.
If you were to write a couple of names in the Book of the Dead, well, then you could go out and kill them, couldn't you?
And get into trouble with the auditors. No thanks.
Someone audits the Book of the Dead. What do they do?
They check the should and haves. Have I killed exactly the number of people I should have? One little death too many, and all hell breaks loose. No, no. I'm not fiddling the Book of the Dead.
That thing up there on the shelf, that's a top hat, isn't it?
Aren't you a clever one?
Well, I am a gnome of the world.
It belonged to my father. He always wore it. He was a grave digger.
You mean your father wasn't deaf?
No, I was the first one in the family to go to university.
Would you lend me your top hat for a bit? I'll bring it back to you in top shape.
You want to repair it? No. Father's top hat stays just how it is.
Then would you just lend it to me the way it is?
Absolutely not. It's an old family heirloom.
I have to be going. Deadly boring here.
Oh, good grief.
Let's see. These are stag beetle antlers. Lucky thing Uncle Alfred had these on the wall. That is to say, stag beetles don't have antlers. I just put the fresh mouldy slime in the press. Ugh. Ugh. Tasty. Mouldy slime extract. Right then, I'll grind the antlers to a powder. Done. Now I have the stag beetle antler powder for my potion. Here goes nothing. Master Marcus, I'll start brewing that elixir now, if that's all right.
As you wish. But don't worry if it doesn't work the first time round. You can try it as often as you like.
Okay, thanks. And away we go. Put ghost mushrooms into the pot and stir until the water turns green. Stop stirring. Add mouldy slime extract and stir anti-clockwise until the potions turn pink. Add the red devil's armpits and wait until little red bubbles appear. Then stir clockwise as quickly as possible. Sprinkle the stag beetle antler powder into the potion. When the potion turns blue for the third time, immediately add the bone worms. Then add the asthmatic trans fat maggots and stir the potion clockwise 4 times, anti-clockwise twice, and then clockwise 3 times. Finish it off with the peppermint leaves for that fresh, minty flavour. Add a few leaves and stir until the potion turns a golden yellow colour. The power elixir is now ready. We recommend a berserker potion as an accompaniment. I did it! My first magic potion! Excuse me, Master Teacher.
What is it?
Master Marcus, look! I've finished the power elixir.
What? Give it here.
Did I pass?
Unbelievable, but true. Here, take it. Be sparing with it. A potion like that is valuable. You've passed the first exam, Wilbur. That's already one more exam than I expected you to manage.
I'll manage the others too.
If you say so.
I have to study some more. Goodbye, Mr. Teacher.
Goodbye, little pupil.
Hello, Mr. Merchant. Where are you going?
Away! Just away! Out of this hole! I'm going somewhere where my stuff will sell better.
But I still have 1 item to get from you. Well, theoretically, 2 items.
Rubbish! You've already chosen 2 things. The roll of magically treated cloth and the magic potion pot. The scratch-resistant, easy, clean pot set.
That's not true, and you know it. I want to select something else. Otherwise...
Or else?
Otherwise, I won't like you, and you can't be my friend anymore.
That was good. Why not? Here, you can have this sack. I can't take this for much longer. And now, be gone before I change my mind.
I hope the contents turn out to be useful for something. It's bad enough that he swindled me like that. There are a number of fireworks in here. Is death that easy to cheat?
What the...
That's never happened before, and it's a...
Wilbur Weathervin, White Ridge Mountains, date of death, right now. Incredible. I cheated death.
Strange. I don't know why the wood should be making such a noise. How very odd.
Although it wasn't as difficult as the old saying would have us believe. Hello, Death.
Hello.
Could you turn me into a ghost?
Ghosts are dead people who...
Yes.
As much as...
I had another look at the Book of the Dead, and my name is there. It's my time to die.
Really? That's wonderful. Someone has finally understood that violence sells. Fare thee well, mortal. Ah, that felt good.
So, this is what it feels like to be dead. It's rather like Aunt Ethel's raspberry trifle.
Better not. He might do something to me when he finds out that I tricked him. I should get the amulet first. I hope I don't scare people too much as a ghost. I'd better head directly to the mage school. Right then. Let's do it. I have it. I have the amulet. A fantastic world full of just incredible creatures over there, and it's so hard to believe how I got the amulet. It's a shame that only ghosts can pass through the mirror. Now I just need to see about coming back to life. That can't be too difficult. Yoo-hoo! Mr. Death! Look who's back!
What the... Oh, no! You're a ghost?
Ooh, of course I am.
That's becoming very trendy. People these days just can't let go. What do you want?
Why am I still here, even though I should be dead? This is an outrage. I want to be revived on the spot.
I'm sorry, there's no chance of that. I bumped you off good and proper. There you are, lying over there, as defunct as a fridge in the Arctic. And it's not my fault you're a ghost. You just have to let go, lad.
I want to live. I'm too young to die.
You're already dead.
Too young to be dead.
That isn't up to me. Sorry. It's all in the book.
Well, this could all be a terrible mistake.
A mistake? You are dead, aren't you? Not undead or the like?
As a doorknob, but maybe I wasn't supposed to die yet.
Of course you were. It's in the Book of the Dead.
But I'm the one who wrote my name in the Book of the Dead.
Oh.
Oh?
Oh, damn. It was just too good to be true. Do you have any idea what this means?
Lot of paperwork?
No, that means I have changed the course of things. I've hugely overstepped my authority. They'll skin me at the next audit. It's not going to escape the internal auditor's attention that an unregistered ghost is floating around the place. You wouldn't believe what they did to the Norns when they fiddled the books.
What if you bring me back to life and we tear the page out of the Book of the Dead and never tell anyone about this little episode?
That might be an option. And you wouldn't really mind having to live again?
Oh, I'll just have to tough it out.
Okay. Come on, then. Lie back into your body. I'm sorry I couldn't fulfill your desire to die.
Don't worry, it was an interesting experience. I still have the amulet. Master Marcus will be so amazed. I didn't think my death would have any serious consequences. I'm sorry.
I shouldn't have killed you. It's just I've waited for this for so long, and it really is quite good fun.
Maybe you should look for another job.
Yes, death is not such a dependable business as people think. But what could I do?
How about another profession? Your own business?
I've thought about that too. Becoming my own boss, making my own decisions.
Exactly. I'm sure there's lots of things you could do.
What do you suggest?
Well, nobody knows more about killing than you do. So maybe you could work as a hitman, skeleton.
Sometimes I have the feeling you don't listen to me. You can't die here. Should I just bury the people alive? Wait a minute. That's it.
What?
Live burials.
Huh?
I'll become a grave digger, like my father. I'll offer to bury people alive for a small fee.
But who wants to be buried alive?
There are plenty of people who do. Young people humiliated by their friends, old stars who don't want to be in the public eye anymore, rich husbands.
But what would rich husbands get out of being buried alive?
Nothing at all. But there's certainly something in it for the future widow. Who pays the bills is incidental.
I come from a long line of gnomes, and we gnomes are known to have the occasional truly strange idea. But never, not once in my entire life have I heard such a...
Don't say a word. You can be my partner. There's lots to do. We've got to order some coffins and do some publicity.
What, you want me to be your business partner?
Certainly. There's lots to do, and after all, it was your idea that I should find myself a new job.
Oh, I'm honoured, but...
First of all, you'll have to raise some venture capital. You'll have to convince someone with a lot of gold that our business idea has a future.
It does?
I'll begin trials in the meantime.
Trials?
You can't sell a service like this without trying it out yourself. Death and Gnome Live Burials Limited offers only the highest quality, complete with 100% guarantee. Write that down.
Hello.
Wilbur, what can I do for you?
I'm supposed to ask you if you want in on a new business proposition.
I've always got a spare ear for that. Tell me about it.
Death wants to offer live burials.
What are live burials?
You bury people, living people.
That's complete nonsense.
I know,
How much capital does he need?
but I thought you said the idea was ridiculous.
That doesn't mean there isn't any money in it. Think about it. Death abandons his previous business model and strives aggressively into new markets. And I, as the widely recognized expert of the future, see excellent prospects for success.
But who would want to be buried alive?
No one. But that's not important. We'll get the money directly from the capital markets. Investors will be queuing up.
Okay, so I can tell Death you'll provide him with financial backing.
Of course. I'll come over this afternoon and discuss it all with him. In the meantime, I'll start feeding the rumor mill.
Okay then. I don't get it. Why give Death money when he'll never earn a single gold piece with his live burials?
That's not the point. We'll sell the story, the vision.
But sooner or later people will realize what a stupid idea that is.
Naturally, but that'll take time. First, we need a glossy prospectus with pretty coffins and some joint ventures that create media attention. Sign up some celebs to give testimonials. Then the operational losses won't trouble us so much. We spend loads of gold, and more fortune tellers will predict a good future for our company.
Why should they?
Because the shares they have in the company will then rise, and they'll not only make a profit, but also prove that they were right.
I didn't understand any of that.
That's good. If everyone understood, who could I sell my fortune-telling to?
I'll just be going.
I have seen that you're going to come back. See you then.
What exactly are you doing there?
What does it look like? I've dug a grave, with Grandfather's old spade in my hand and Father's top hat on my head. It's simply brilliant.
I asked the wealthy showman about risk capital. He may want to join us.
Excellent. It's going to be a success, I'm certain. There's a real gap in the market. Makes you wonder why no one thought of it before.
I can think of 1,000 good reasons right off. How are the trials going?
So far, so good. It didn't take long to dig the grave. I've got the coffin here. Of course, it doesn't meet the standards we're aiming for, but it's good enough for the trials.
Certainly.
Good. Then climb in.
It was your idea. You should have the honor of being the first to be buried.
Oh, that's so courteous of you.
Credit where credit is due.
All right, then. I'm too long with the top hat on. Could you hold it for me?
With pleasure.
Very comfortable thus far. Now, pile the soil on top.
Are you certain?
Of course. Just do it. Fantastic. The darkness. The silence. You have to try this. We should have funeral music. And the customer should have his photo taken with me beforehand. Write that down, Wilbur. And we'll have canopies for the bereaved. Have you got that, Wilbur? Canopies and gun salutes. Cannons, Wilbur. We need cannons.
I hope he's happy now. Grandad told me about these. The treetop is jammed under a rock. A slight tug on the rope and the noose will tighten in a flash. That's the plan anyway. That should work. Ah! No! Thank the gods it was only knocked out. Look, here's the rabbit for the spell.
And a white one at that. That's perfect. Now we just need the top hat.
On my way. I have the top hat for the spell. I had to pry it from death's icy grasp, so to speak.
Well, at last we've got everything. Come over here. Put the top hat on the table. Put the rabbit in. Now I'm putting a black cloth into the hat. This on top and finished. As you can see, an empty top hat.
But
You have to do a lot of arm waving and the like. The audience mustn't be allowed to get a proper look at the hat. Then you say a few incantations and make a big to-do about it. You haven't got a pretty assistant, have you?
isn't that...
Once the excitement has reached boiling point, then... Ta-da! You pull the rabbit out of the hat, but make sure the cloth stays in the hat. Otherwise, the whole trick is blown. Quite clever, isn't it?
That's fraud, and it's not magic either.
Of course not, but it looks like it.
But I wanted to learn a real spell.
Are you out of your mind? That takes months.
I can't just swindle my way to my diploma with a trick like that.
Excuse me, you said you wanted to get your mage degree, and you said you needed it quick. This is your only chance.
Oh, what choice do I have?
Good luck with the show.
Excuse me, Master Teacher.
What is it?
Look here.
Oh, my. Is that...
Yep, the amulet of Balthazar the Brittle.
How? How did you get your hands on that?
I went through the mirror, and after incredibly exciting, meaningless and challenging quests in the Netherworld, I managed to get the amulet.
I just can't believe it. A little gnome? How is that possible?
Everything is possible, remember?
I almost believe that too. If someone had told me that a gnome without mage history in the family would pass 2 mage degree exams in such a short amount of time, I wouldn't have believed it. There's a lot more to you than meets the eye, Wilbur.
Thank you. And I'm going to pass the last test too.
I still don't believe it, but I'd be happy to be proved wrong.
I'd like to show you the trick. Spell.
I look forward to it.
As you can see, the top hat is completely empty. Abracadabra. Bunny, are you okay?
Fantastic. You've almost transformed the rabbit in the hat into a sheep. That's extraordinary. Almost impossible. There must be considerably more magic in you than I ever thought, Wilbur Weathervane.
Oh, thank you. Well, I had a fantastic assistant.
I'm speechless. You're the first gnome in centuries to become a graduate mage. And you've passed the exams quicker than anyone else in history. What's your secret?
I believe I can do anything I want if I just believe in myself.
Oh, really? You could fly like a bird just because you believe in yourself.
Well, maybe not that.
But that's exactly what you've done. You've achieved something impossible.
Maybe I was lucky.
Or it was predestined. As unbelievable as it is, you've passed all 3 exams. Wait. Mage degree for Wilbur Weathervane from the White Ridge Mountains. My brother won't believe his eyes.
Your brother?
The Archmage.
The Archmage is your brother?
Yes, of course. He always believed that our bleak fate would take a change for the better. And slowly, I'm beginning to believe that again, too. You've given me hope, Wilbur Weathervane. You know that? Nothing can stop you. You're a fine example to me. If there's anything I can do for you, come back. You have a friend in me.
Oh.
Now go. You've waited long enough. Give my brother what you came to give him.
Psst, Wilbur.
Hello, Mr. King. Look, I'm a certified mage.
I told you you'd do it. We're all so proud of you.
Thanks.
Our work is now done. We are all well fed. I think it's time to say goodbye.
Oh, you want to leave for the country?
That's right. But if you want to come and visit us, Master Wilbur Weathervane will always be welcomed by us rats. So long, Wilbur.
See you soon. Hello, Mr. Shieldhand.
Hello, Wilbur. What do you want?
You there, town guard. Have a look at this. Effective immediately. So you may address me as Master Weathervane, and I wish to see the Archmage now.
And what is it? Why is this gnome wearing mage clothing?
Your Honor, this is Master Wilbur Weathervane, an accredited mage and therefore a member of your order.
Nonsense. I know all the mages in the land.
But it's true. I completed my degree today under your brother's tutelage, Master Marcus.
That's impossible. I've no time for such absurdity. Take your leave, gnome.
But I'm supposed to give you something. A ring.
A ring? From whom?
From a gremlin. Yesterday he landed right on my feet in the White Ridge Mountains. He gave me this ring and said that it could decide the course of the war.
Master Alistair, I turn to you in great haste as well as in great fear. I have made a discovery that could decide all of our fates. I know where the artifact of destiny is to be found. Your Serene Highness, you know the stories. A legendary artifact created by the goddess of destiny and providence. An extraordinarily precious and dangerous thing, as good fortune is bestowed on its carrier. Everything that he attempts succeeds. Everything that he desires, he receives. Everything bends to his will, always. It is a truly dreadful power, a god's power. Just imagine if this were to fall into the hands of the enemy. I have found that the artifact is hidden in a temple on a small island called Sordia. You must find it and bring it to safety. You must! Help us, Master Alistair. You're our only hope.
That was him. That was the gremlin who was taken away by these evil types on a dragon.
Shades? The Shadow Army has taken this gremlin prisoner? Sir, we have to send everything and everyone to this island. Every ship, every griffin, every...
Enough! We have to behave inconspicuously. We don't know what information the Shades already have, and we mustn't help them get on the right track.
No, sir. But if they have the gremlin, then it'll only be a matter of time until we...
The island of Sordia. Where the devil is that? I've never heard of it. I'll be leaving the city for a few days. I have to do some research in the archives.
But the Seastone Archives have lots of...
Silence, guard! I will send a group of trustworthy comrades to the island as soon as I've found it. And you... One word of this message, just one single word, to anyone, and I'll grind you into a fine powder. Understand?
Of course. Understood, sir.
Go! Leave me alone with the youngster. And don't let anybody up here, mage or not. Understood?
Understood, sir.
And you, Mr. Weather Thingy, you've done very well indeed.
Weathervane, sir. Thank you. My granddad won't believe this when I tell him.
That won't be possible for some time. You'll have to stay here and hold the fort. I want you to prepare for a small expedition. Find some companions. 2 should be enough. You shall all go and fetch the artifact as soon as I have found the island.
But when it comes to something as important as this, wouldn't it be better to send an experienced treasure hunter?
Nonsense. No one knows you. You don't even exist as far as the enemy is concerned. You won't arouse any attention. That is our most important weapon in this matter. You'll be back long before the enemy even knows what's happening.
But I think...
Enough said. I am the leader of the order, and this is an order. Choose 2 accomplices and wait here for me. And don't talk to anyone about this. Dismissed.
When
will I be back? As soon as I can. But it might take a few days for me to find the island we're looking for.
the gremlin told me that a book hidden in his secret cellar describes the way to the artifact's location.
Really? That's good to know. That went better than I had hoped for.
A fiendish plan, Mancus. Well done. Now you know where the artifact is hidden, and the real Archmage will remain out of your tentacles for as long as I need. Mother will keep him busy. She's summoned up all of her dark magic. When he returns, you will have the artifact of divine fate in your hands at last. and Seastone will burn, just like every other Alliance town.
Oh, man. Yesterday I was sweeping floors, and today I'm a certified mage and part of the greatest adventure since Nightilo fought the broccoli monster. An artifact that grants unlimited power. Hopefully the Shades never get wind of it. In their hands, something like that would definitely mean the end of the world. But the Archmage won't let it come to that. I'll find myself 2 companions and wait here for him. By the gods, that's a female orc, here in the human town, and she's taken one of them prisoner. I must notify the town guard right away, and Master Marcus. Together we must fight to the last drop of blood, and...
I can hear you.
Stay where you are. I'm a mage.
So I see.
A dangerous battle mage.
Now that, on the other hand, I find doubtful.
Who are you? What do you want here, and how did you get here?
A lot of questions. Give me one good reason why I should answer them.
Her name is Elizabeth. She's come here for the annual beauty contest and has brought a golden Pegasus with her. He's called Bob.
Pegasi or Pegasuses? Anyway, they're always white, and no one would name their Pegasus Bob.
I am a bounty hunter and just passing through.
Are bounty hunters allowed to simply tie up here?
Certainly. Bounty hunters and merchants are neutral in this war.
Nobody wanted the bounty hunters.
I'm just waiting for Bill the merchant who has my provisions. Then I'm on my way.
I have no idea what's going on here, but the airship could be exactly what I need for my expedition.
Who did you just speak to?
To no one, really. So your name isn't Elizabeth?
I am known as Mazaz.
Or Sugar Lips, Greenie, or just, Oi, you fella! And she is one lousy bounty hunter.
That's right. I only catch imbeciles. Those who are even more stupid than me.
Where are you taking your prisoners?
That's none of your business, dwarf. They know, and that's enough.
I'm not a dwarf. I'm a gnome.
Too right, Shorty. Don't take any nonsense. Turn her into a sheep.
I can only transform rabbits into kind of a sheep.
Great. That's helpful.
I have to go.
If you see the merchant, can you tell him that I'll rip his ears off if he doesn't turn up here soon?
A coiled rope. It's been used a lot.
Hey! What do you think you're doing there? That's my rope.
Your rope? It belongs to the Mary and is therefore my rope.
Perhaps you haven't quite understood this yet. The ship no longer belongs to you. It now belongs to me.
Over my dead body.
Aye.
Well, no matter who the rope belongs to, it's not mine. Sorry. Ooh.
Hi.
I'm Wilbur. Who are you?
Someone with a tiny problem, as you can see. Could you do me a favor and whack that green lady over the head?
Come on, Nate. I'm only doing my job here.
I know the job market's tough, but yours is going to cost me my neck.
Undoubtedly.
Are you a pirate or something?
No.
Yes.
Well, I have been called that occasionally, but I'm just about as much of a pirate as Mazaz here is a ballet dancer. I'm the captain of this proud ship, the Mary. I'm a freelance treasure hunter.
You're a swindler.
And you're a terrible ballet dancer.
I like ballet. You're a professional treasure hunter. So you know your way around sunken temples and the like.
Of course. I have traveled all across the skies to the ends of the earth. I've fought Cyclops and seen things that a man probably shouldn't have. Such as Mazaz here, for example.
Suppose I needed to travel to a certain island, and I could show you the island on a map. Could you bring me there?
Well, apart from the fact that I'm sitting here in a cage, then sure.
Then we'll just have to free you.
Hello? I still happen to be here.
What's that got to do with it?
See you later.
Take care, Shorty.
Captain Nate is a treasure hunter. And he has his own ship. Someone like him would be perfect for my team. But how do I get past that orc lady? And all on my own? The flower keeps floating away from me. Maybe it's shy. Floating furniture is really practical when you want to mop the floor. Now that's what I call magic. Fantastic. A huge map of the entire country, and I've only seen a tiny corner of it to date. There are a lot of small unnamed islands on the map, one of which is the island of Sordia, where the artifact of divine fate is hidden. But which one? That is probably the thickest book I've ever seen. It says Encyclopedia Fantastica here. Fantastic knowledge in just one volume. The strange thing is that most of the pages are completely blank. I mean, our world isn't that uninteresting. Wow! No idea what these globes are supposed to represent, but they're gorgeous. That's a telescope. Grandad has one. The question is it a masterpiece of technology or magic? Or perhaps both? How does the Archmage get up there? Maybe he's a floating chair.
What are you calling cheating here? There are different rules for that game.
Not one of them states that it's legal to have extra cards up your sleeve.
Oh, come on. Every other person's cheated as well. I've just made the game fair again by doing that.
The obese one will see that somewhat differently. Don't you know who he is? How can anyone be that stupid and pick a fight with someone like that?
Oh, but you should have seen his face. He won't forget that in a hurry.
You won't either, once his darling mother is finished with you.
But I still can't let you go up, my lovely.
I will say it once more. I have to give the Archmage a book. It's important.
I don't know anything about a book. And believe me, whatever the Archmage is up to, it's more important than your stupid book.
But...
End of discussion. Only graduate mages or people with an invitation from the Archmage can go into the tower. And to be precise, I don't see any of those at the moment, sorry.
Hello.
Hi.
You're an elf, right?
Indeed. And you are a kind of wood goblin?
I'm a gnome. Wilbur Weathervane. Master Wilbur Weathervane. Pleased to meet you.
You're a mage.
With diploma.
Then you can go into the upper town and into the mage tower.
That's exactly where I've just come from.
Could you take me up there?
I overheard you talking to the city guard about a book. Do you need to take it to the Archmage?
I have to. It's very important.
Could it be that you got this book from a gremlin secret cellar? A gremlin who shortly before had been ejected over the White Ridge Mountains?
Get out of my brain, you mage.
You almost dropped the professor on my head. He sent me here with a secret message for the Archmage.
Oh, were you able to bring him the news?
Yes, it was very disquieting. I believe that the book you're carrying explains just where an extremely powerful artifact can be found.
Yeah, the gremlin did hint at something of that sort. He was very concerned.
He's got every reason to be. The Archmage is gone. He's trying to find out exactly where the artifact is hidden. And then I'm supposed to go get it, quietly and secretly, along with 2 friends.
But it's here. This book tells us where the artifact can be found.
Unfortunately, the Archmage doesn't know that. Who are you?
My name is Ivadora Eleonora Clarissa, Princess of Silverwood.
Ooh, and you're a real princess from Silverwood.
Call me Ivo. He's called Cheep Cheep.
This whole story is too much for one gnome. I think we should work together.
I should really be at home in the elf burrow listening to Uncle Ignacio droning on. I am in enough trouble already.
Don't you understand? This book explains the exact location of the artifact of divine power. That's precisely the information the Archmage is looking for.
Then take the book and wait for him here.
And if the shades are faster than we are, what if they manage to extract the information from the old gnome before the Archmage returns?
And what then? Are we to fight the shades single-handed? And what are we talking about here, by the way? What is it that the Shadow Army want to get their hands on?
I can't tell you that here. How about this? I'll get you into the Mage Tower somehow, and there I'll show you the Professor's message and...
And then I can decide whether I'm in or not.
It's a deal. I'll be back.
And I will wait.
Master Marcus? You'll never believe this, but... Master Marcus? Hello? He's not here. A folded note with my name on it.
Dear Wilbur, you probably don't even know what you've achieved. Not only have you completed your mage degree quicker than anyone ever, you've also shown an old man that there's always hope. I thank you for that. I have gone to stand at my brother's side at Wildthorn Pass. He's there fighting back the Shadow Army's vicious onslaught. I hope to see you again soon, Master Weathervane. Marcus Maria Alistair, Master of Magic.
P.S. I would like to pass my magic glasses on to you as a gift. I do not need them anymore. My nose belongs in the fresh air, not amongst old books. This is really very nice of Master Marcus, but couldn't he have kept his thirst for action under control just for a few more hours? I could really use him, yeah? And he's not likely to find his brother there either. He's off looking for the island in some archive, not standing on some battlefield. It can't be helped. He's gone. I'll just have to carry on alone.